What's going on, guys? Jay West here. Welcome to another Jay West Reviews. Tonight, I'm going to be taking a look at this bad boy right here. These thick boys. The Lawson set, man. Jim Lawson. Look at this artwork. This artwork is fantastic. It is fantastic. I know a lot of people are looking for this right now, man. This is that new hotness right now. This is where it's at. Just take it in. Just breathe it in, man. Just look at that artwork. It's just so dope. It's really amazing. Like, got the shredder back here. Can't really see him, but I don't know if it's red or blue shredder. I don't know which one it is. You got the turtles here. You got the shredder clones. You got one here. You got one here. You got one over here. You got that big old claw right there. You got a whole bunch of foot soldiers in the back. It looks so crazy. Yeah, I want to try to recreate this scene minus like all the foot soldiers in the back, but I want to try to do something like that. Take a look at the side of the package. Got two turtles right there. I believe that might be Mikey and Don. I believe this side is Leo and Raph. Let me see if I got that right, because their bandanas are all red, so I might have got that wrong. So yeah, I got that right. So Leo and Raph and Mikey and Don. Take a look at the back. Look at that. Fighting that ugly blue foot soldier looking dude. I don't know why he's all blue like that. I don't know why. Meanwhile, got the turtles fighting, doing what they do best, being ninjas. Got the cross cell here with the blue foot, Splinter. Gotta get that Splinter. Another Casey. I'm not sure what I don't know if that's regular Casey or if they're coming out with another Casey. I believe, rumor-wise, there's supposed to be a Casey with a red shirt. Not 100%. Shredder clones. You got the Triceratops. They look so dope. When I saw these at San Diego Comic-Con last year, I was like, yeah, I need to have these. Then I saw them up close at New York Comic-Con, and now they're in my hands. So I can't wait to crack these bad boys open. You're going to be there with me, and we're going to take a look right now. All right, yo, so we're going to do something a little unorthodox today. I'm doing this. I'm on the floor right now like a little kid. Got my feet under the bed. I'm doing this old school. So check this out. Look at the inside of this box art. All right, first, if you didn't notice already, I got them set up in a certain way. Might be a little reminiscent of the old NES cartridge. You remember that cartridge? I'll put it up. Yeah, that one. Because these turtles remind me, this is why I wanted these turtles so bad, because they remind me of that old Nintendo NES box art. Not exactly. They're a little bit different than that, because these are based off the Jim Lawson comics. So that's cool. But Neca, if you're listening, we need some of those NES cartridge turtles. You want to do like video game turtles? Go back in time. Go back in time. Go back to the NES days when they had that first game with the red bandanas, the red belts that you tie around the waist. We need those turtles. That's the ones I want to see. But these are great. Oh, these are just as great though. These are awesome. I've been waiting for me some red bandana turtles for a minute. These chunky boys right here. This is it. This is it right here, man. These guys look fantastic. Let me move. I hate kind of breaking them up like this, but like I'm gonna move them out of the way for a second because I want to show you guys the inside of this box art here. So check this out. So the inside of this box art, you got the turtle standing there, got Leo over here, Donnie over here, then Raph. Oh, Raph carries the size of his back. Okay, that's good to know. And then Mikey got the campfire here. I don't know exactly where they are. I can't really tell, but they did something. They did something there. There's Shredder's decapitated head. I'm gonna say it's decapitated head because that's what happens in the comics, I think. It happened in my favorite version of the Turtles, the 2002 show, where they chopped his head off. Leo chopped his head off, and then he turned out to be a freaking robot and an Utrom in his stomach. So that was cool. But yeah, they got Shredder's helmet here. There's a fire going. They're just chilling. So yeah, man, that's crazy. This is definitely a keeper for box art. I got to keep this. And then there's a kind of like a street scene right here. It goes from like, I don't know if that's like buildings or if that's like in the woods. I can't really tell what that is. And then here's like a street. Oh, excuse me. Here's a street. And then you got the sidewalk, couple cups there, and then like a little piece of paper, and then the lamp that goes all the way across. So it looks weird because it looks like the lamp fell down. Oh, it did fall down in the street. Oh, I get it. The lamp actually did fall down in the street. So it goes from here. There's a little wire sticking up right there. I don't know if you guys can see it you can't really see it from this perspective. I'll have to take a picture of it and show you. And then there's a sewer lid like right here. So back to the Turtle Boys. So let me set these guys back up here. It's such a joy to have these. These are awesome. Everybody's out looking for these things right now, going crazy. I know the struggle. Yeah, man, just looking for these things. That first day was just, or the first couple days, and then just striking out after strikeout after strikeout, and then boom, that hit. That initial hit was great. So let's go over these guys. Let's take a look, man. So let me base these off. I'm going to try something different here. I'm going to try like a 5-point system. We're going to go over sculpt, articulation, paint, accessories, and like replay value on these things. So let's start off with the overall sculpt. Let me move him to the back. We're going to start off with the overall sculpt. The sculpt on these things is really nice. I'm going to hit these 5 points. So sculpt, they're great. They got these big chunky thighs and the big knee pads here, big old calves and feet. So let me change here. Okay, straighten him out. Boom, let me get that bow from you. The sculpt is really good. These, like, they look like they jumped straight out of the comic. Like, they look great. The sculpt is awesome. I love the face. I love the shape of the face. And it's different. It's like every version of Turtles that Neca's put out, it's different. They got different shaped faces. They got different bandanas. They got different belts. It's like, it's pretty cool. And just the only thing that I'm worried about is like, if I misplace their weapons or put their weapons down for a second, I might forget who's who. But that's a small gripe. These guys are awesome. But the one way you could tell who's different is Leo and Don actually have slots for their weapons, while Raph and Mikey don't. So that's kind of an easier way to tell them apart. But then we'll get into that in a minute. The heads are where the differences are, and in the belts. So like I told you, Donatello's belt has got the little notch for his bow staff here. And then he's got kind of like a stern face. Like his face is pretty much just like neutral. Not much going on there. Put him to the side. Mikey comes with Mikey comes with a pissed off face. Look at him. He looks PO'd, man. He's mean mugging right now. That's pretty cool. It's hard to get them in these poses though, like from the box art, because their arms are super big. They got big biceps and triceps, so it's hard trying to get their arms in the position that I wanted them, and then the shell kind of gets in the way. Is this a soft shell? Nah, that's a little bit harder. So we'll put that to the side there. Then we got Leo. Leo's got kind of an angry face though. He looks like he's got his battle face on, like a little bit similar to Mikey. And that put the floating bandana on him. And his belt is different. So his looks like the movie belt, where he's got like the two straps across his shoulder. And then last but not least, we got my man Raph over here. And then he's got kind of like a I'm ready to fight kind of face, but he's enjoying it. So that's pretty cool. Overall sculpt, I think the sculpt is great. They got these big, gigantic like biceps and triceps. And like, oh man, the shell looks cool, and it's like an angular shell, so it's very like squared off, and then comes to like a very like I want to call it a T for some reason. I don't know why I want to call that a T. But it comes like a flat bottom. The sculpt is really nice. Got a flat back shell. Tails. They got tails. That's awesome. You don't really see too many tails on turtle figures, man. So that's a nice touch right there. Let's go over some color. Now the colors on these guys. This nice green. This is a nice green that they use. I'm loving the comic lines, all in the muscles and the details. You get all over. Each shell is different when it comes to the shell detail and the lines. Each one is different. When it comes to the like the biceps and the muscles on the legs, those look to be all the same. So they switched it up where they could. And then even the knee pads are different that I'm noticing. Like his knee pads got a little bit more black on it, and his don't have as much. So okay, so there's some differences in these guys. Let me take a look at the shells in the back. They're the same. Okay, the shells look to have the same markings on the back of the shell. It's just the front of the shell that's actually different. So okay, that's very cool. I dig that. And then the red bandanas. I wouldn't doubt we'll be seeing these again. They're not going to just make these sculpts once and then just never use them again. I guarantee we'll either see these in different shades of green and different bandanas, or maybe like a black and white set. These things, we will be seeing these again. I guarantee that. This is Neca, man. So we're good on color. Colors look great. Love the look of the shell here. Love the colors on that. Love the brown and the bandana. Brown and the knee pads and the belt. Love it. So next we're going to go over articulation. You would think, as big as these guys are, you would think they wouldn't have as much articulation as they do. But they got some good articulation. So let's check it. So we got articulated bandanas. So these things actually spin left, right, and you can lay it on the shoulder. You can have it up in the air. You can lay it on the other shoulder. So that's cool, and it just plugs in and out. So you got to get a good grip on there. And it pops right out. So that's cool. Boom, pop that back in there. Now, head moves. It's on a ball joint, so it's going to go, left and right. It's going to go up a really good amount up. Really good amount down, so that's cool. And then we got ball jointed shoulders. I can only get mine up about that high, if you can see. And then you got the bicep swivel. You got the double joints at the elbows there underneath the elbow pad. And then you got the hinges and the swivel at the wrist. There's articulation inside here, so there's a ball joint at the waist. You got ball jointed thighs here, so you can swivel those backwards and forwards, and you can move them all around like that. You got double joints at the knees here, and then you got the hinge and rocker at the ankle. So they've got some good articulation. You can get these guys in crazy different poses. You can have them high kick. You can have them low kick. These guys look awesome. They kind of actually remind me of tournament fighters guys too. Like if you guys have played tournament fighters, right? So it looks kind of, they remind me of these guys. I wouldn't be surprised if they made tournament fighters figures, and when they get back to the games, and it has some remnants of these bodies here. I wouldn't doubt it. I would love to see some more tournament fighter figures, though. Not just, one guy. They gave us Armagon, and then that was it. They're like, oh, we're going to take a pause on that. So anyway, back to these guys. So now we're going to go over, let's see, we did color, we did sculpt, we did articulation. We're going to do accessories. So now these guys are kind of light on accessories. I noticed that they really don't have all that much, but how much of the accessory do you really use? You got the turtles and their standard weapons. I don't really use all the ninja stars and all that other stuff, but it's cool that they come with it. So let me show you what they come with here. We'll put that to the side. Let's start off with the most basic of things. We're going to start off with the hands. So they all come with grabbing hands, like straight out the box. They're going to come with grabbing hands. Then You got a pair of just flat hands, 3 fingers to the face hands right there. And then they come with 2 fisticuffs. So just 2 plain fists. All interchangeable between all 4 turtles, which is great. And then you got 2 more pairs of grabbing hands. 2 more. A 3rd one just for kicks. And then this kind of loose, relaxed hand right here. And then we got 3 of these bad boys. Let's see if I can get all 3 of them in one shot here. They look like gears. They literally look like gears to me. But it's actually like ninja stars. So we got these little guys. Got a nice little blue color. You'll see a lot of this color in these weapons. So it's like this very light blue. Looks like it has a little bit of white going across it too. So there's that. And then, of course, with my man Donatello, he's got to come with his bow staff. And there's a slot on his back where you can put his bow staff, which is awesome. Gotta love that. Because they're not always holding their weapons. They gotta eat some pizza too, right? So there's that. Got Donatello with his bow in his back. All right. Kind of looking like he is in the picture there. I wish they could cross their arms. Well, I doubt they could cross their arms because they're so just gigantic. But small gripes. Mikey comes with his nunchucks. He comes with 2 pairs of nunchucks. Let's see if I can squeeze one out here. I'm gonna use the one that's not in his hand because it took a while to get that in there. So yeah, basically basic chucks. There's string in between. So these are just standard. There's not too much going on. Like a brown, there's a little bit of airbrushing with a little bit of a darker brown on there, but it's not much. It's not as detailed as some of the other weapons. Like Donatello's bow staff is just, it looks like a nice piece of wood here, and then it looks like it's got some wraps that are kind of similar to the color of his shell, and then it goes back to the brown wood there. So it's got some nice details on his bow. And then let's go to Raph. Raph comes with his 2 size or sai. I don't know if it's size or sai, however you want to pronounce it. So he's got a sai, and it's got that same blue color as the ninja stars here and Leo's swords, as you'll see in a minute. And he's got the wraps with the nice like black outlines, the black lines there, and then it's got the blue handle. So that looks cool. Very. Just be careful because this is a very like hard plastic and it could break very easily, so just be careful with that. I hate the kind of plastic that they use on these weapons sometimes because like these things are expensive, and if I break one of these weapons I'm gonna be pissed. So like it's not easy to just find another one. So I wish they would use a softer plastic for some of these weapons, especially swords and sais. And then, last but not least, we got my man Leo's swords here. And they just slide right in his sheath right here. Another hard plastic weapon. Be careful because it does fit snug in here. It's a tight fit. So it's not going to just slide right in by itself. You got to kind of push it in. You got to give it a little tap to push it in. And his swords look like this. It's got that blue like across the top, and then a nice white line across the bottom. Look at that. That looks dope. I love the look of his swords, man. It looks like it's kind of like shining. And then he's got the wraps, and then it's got the black outlines there, and then the blue handle. So it looks really good. Really good. These guys are just awesome. I'm digging these guys so much. Oh my goodness. These are going to go so great with like, I want to have like a timeline shelf with like the black and white turtles, then these guys, then the 87 turtles, then like the 2002 turtles. Like it's gonna be dope when I set it up. It's gonna be awesome. All right, what else did I want to show you? Oh yeah, so as for their belts, so yeah, it doesn't look like Mikey and Raph have anywhere to store their weapons, but what I've done, and Leo comes with his sheaths here. So what I'm gonna try to do is stick Mikey's chucks either like in his side. They fall out though. They don't really hold too well. You got to put them in there kind of like Yeah, like you get them in a certain position, they'll stay, but maybe they'll fit in the. Let me try the back. We're gonna do this together because I haven't tried this one yet. So there is a little room in the back. I'm gonna see if I could shove these in here without messing it up. Oh no, I feel like it's glued on there really good. I guess with a little work, you could probably fit these in there. I don't want to mess it up. So maybe I'll try the front, because it looks like there's a little bit more room in the front than there is in the back. Oh, okay. You know what? That works a little bit better. You could have his chucks in the front, because there is a little wiggle room on the side here. And you could put his nunchucks there. And then with Raph, it looks like you could put his side and his back. But I'm going to try his front, because since it's got that little gap there. Okay, so that looks good too. I'm used to him having a side in his front anyway, so. But I'll try the back, since that's what it looks like in the picture. Ooh. Yeah, just be super careful, guys, because, yeah, like, I even have to be, like, mindful of, yeah, it's not going to fit back there. I think it's glued. Yeah, it sucks. Okay. Sorry for showing you turtle crotch here. Okay. Yeah, it's glued in the back, so I can't keep a sign in his back. But Mikey's was a little bit loose. I could get it, like, a little bit. But, yeah, I'll have to store his sign in this front. That's all right, though. No big deal. They're going to be in his hands anyway. But yeah, these guys are great, man. I'm loving these guys. These are if you're a turtle fan, and especially if you're a fan of the old Mirage comics, these guys are a must buy. These guys are freaking awesome. That's just, the sculpt is unreal. The look of these guys, the colors, they just look badass. They really do. And then replayability. You could go, there's not too much accessory, so it kind of gets like a knockdown on that. But then replay value, setting these guys up different ways and putting them in your display, like kicking butt. Oh yeah, there's definitely some replay value in these guys. Yeah, I'll be playing with these dudes the rest of the night. So you can find these. Hopefully you can find these guys at your Target soon. I don't know what the deal is with the distribution. Some stores you can go in, walk in, get them right now. Be careful with these people just buying every set and walking out trying to, sell them for double what they're worth. And then some stores are like, oh yeah, we're not putting these out till the 25th. So yeah, good luck on the hunt, guys. It's gonna be a crazy one. Ooh, before I go, might as well measure these guys out, since I got my April sitting over here. So the height on these guys, she's literally like the same height as the turtles. And I believe when I measured them the first time, they came to about like 5.5 inches. Yeah, they're like a little over 5.5, so we're just gonna call it 5.5. And these guys are gonna go great. They even look dope with the cartoon April. They look dope with her. And remember, I cannot stress this enough, guys. The neck is not bad. It's not that long. You just pop the head on a little bit further, because in those promo pics, it's not pressed down good. You push that head all the way down, and then boom, there she is. Not daddy long neck. It's not a giraffe. It's been so blown out of proportion, it's getting annoying. So that's why I just want to point that out again. And yeah, this is a great figure. Don't let what happened with the first April happen with this one, where everybody was ripping on that April, and then when time came for everybody, when you couldn't find her on the shelves anymore, everybody wanted it. So I feel like that's gonna happen again, man. So, but this is a great figure. This is a great April. I don't know what people are talking about. I don't see it. Maybe if they need a little more black lines in the collarbone and the neck, but this is a great April. Like, people are smoking crack if they think that this figure is bad. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put it blunt. I'm gonna put it blunt, man. Bluntly, blunt, whatever. Yeah. Like, people are just spitting that nonsense. Oh, did I forget something? Yes, I did. I forgot one of the craziest aspects of this set here. How did y'all let me forget that? All right. Anyway, so we're gonna stand up Raph here. I'll reset him up back the other way in a minute, but I want to show you guys something crazy. So, that wasn't the only set of accessories that this set came with. They also came with something else, something a little special. They came with some extra bandanas. So basically, they're all going to come with the bandanas that go around the shoulder. And they're articulated and you can move them left and right. But like my man Leo here, they also come with an extra bandana, or a set of 4 bandanas that you pop in, and they're kind of like action pose band. I'm going to call them action pose bandanas. And you can kind of put them in, and they can have them like in the air. You can have them in a jumping pose. And then there's that. So that's really cool. Got my man Leo with his, and I think I had Raph with his. But that's not what I wanted to discuss. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this right here, this. Like, what? Why does he come with an extra arm? Well, if you take a look at this cover right here, this arm pops out. And then you pop in this arm with the wrap on it. All right. And then mine's really tight, so I don't know like why it's so tight. I can barely move it. But yeah, let me pop this out for a second and try to move this around. I don't know why it's super tight. It's in there like it's glued or something. Come on, man, move. All right, forget that for now. I'll get that later. All right, so you pop in this arm. You pop whatever hand you want to in this slot. And then you take this cloak. Then you take this dope hood, this scarecrow looking, what do they call that material the scarecrow wears? Whatever material that is. Look at it. Like, I don't even know if this will come through on camera. It looks like real material. It looks like that real, like, man, I can't remember that material for the life of me, but it's very sculpted. It's got a nice wash over it. It's got the lines in it. It's raggedy. It's rough looking. It looks so good. And then you just pop this on Rav, and boom, he's got his little hood on. He looks cool. It doesn't cover much except for the back of his head and a little bit of his shell. So I don't get what the point of that was. But yeah, that looks really cool. I might have to display him with this just because it looks cool. Man, that looks awesome. And he's got the wrap. I might keep that wrap on too. Like that, yeah, that looks cool. Let's put a sign in his hand. That's a dope look. That's a dope look right there. Look at that. That's a dope look. I love it. Love it, man. Yo, Neca, kudos to you guys because this set is phenomenal. This set is great. I love it. I can't get enough. I cannot wait to see. I can't wait till Comic-Con. I can't wait till San Diego and they show new stuff. I'm sure they're gonna have something that blows our minds. I can't wait. It just keeps. Now is a great time to be a Turtle fan. It just keeps getting better and better. So that's gonna wrap it up for these guys. Everybody, good luck on your hunts. I hope you guys find everything you're looking for, man. I'm gonna play because I got the rest of the night off. I'm gonna play with these guys, and then probably do a couple more reviews. So I'm gonna catch you guys on the west side. Peace and love, and I am out.